Welcome to this email tutorial. After your login, you are located on the Welcome page. There are already some tabs opened, and we will now use the Email tab. If you want to set up your first email account, you can watch the related tutorial video on our Unusual Suite YouTube channel, which is linked in the description. Via the user menu and the video guides option, you can also quickly access the YouTube channel and open the corresponding video. For this tutorial, we already have 2 email accounts set up, which you can see via the first drop-down at the top. For a more specific selection of your emails, you can choose from which account you want to see your emails. We will switch to the second email account. Via the second drop-down at the top, it is also possible to switch between the folders for a better overview of all your emails. We will keep the All folder selection for now. All emails are shown in a Power Grid with their related options. Regarding the Power Grid and all its functionalities, there is also a tutorial video available, which is linked in the description too. Like for the video before, you can quickly access and open the corresponding video via the user menu. The icons in the first column show the different states of an email depending on whether an email is incoming or outgoing. The user symbol indicates that the email is an incoming one and that the email sender was found. This means that there were possibly contacts or organizations created and are linked to this email. This option can be disabled via the Email Accounts option in the Configuration module. The arrow icon states that the email was sent out. The trash icon indicates that the email has been moved to the trash, which applies to both incoming and outgoing emails. The shield icon with the X indicates that the email sender is marked as spam and the email has been moved to the trash. Any new incoming email from this sender is then automatically deleted until you remove the sender from the spam list. To do so, you have to open a new tab in the Configuration module. Select the Email Addresses option from the drop-down and the email address is shown in this view. Click on the entry and either remove it via the delete icon or untick the spam checkbox. Save the change and you will receive emails from this sender again. Let's switch back to the Email tab. The second column and its symbol indicate that an email has attachments. We will come back to this topic later. For every email, there is a quick action bar shown when you hover over its row. The hovering also shows you a preview of the current email. Via the quick action bar, you have multiple options. For an incoming email, it is possible to process its email signature. Mark an email as read or unread. Move it to the Done folder. Delete it as spam. Move it to the trash. Or open it in a new tab. To write a new email, you can use the Compose Email icon in the top right corner. After a click on it, the email view is opened, and in the top drop-down menu you can choose between your email accounts from which the email shall be sent. Via the To and the CC, you can choose to whom you want to send the email. It is also possible to add the BCC via a click on the gear wheel icon in the top right corner and its specific checkbox. This feature is not used as often, so you can choose if you want to see it. If you want to use a smaller font size for all your future emails, you can check the font size option, which then changes the size from 15 to 13. As email subject and content example, we will now add a copied text. On the right side of the view, you can choose which links the email shall have to other entities in Unusual Suite. Via the drop-down, you can select the link type, which are the contact, organization, project, and user. For this example, we will now link the email to the project Adorn Kellner. In case you want to unlink the project, you can do that via the X to the right of the project's name. Every email can also be labeled, which lets you then search for specifically labeled emails more quickly via the Power Search. Choose a label name and add it to the email. Every label is also removable via the X icon. It is also possible to add attachments to your email, which can be done via the icon in the top right corner. Doing so will open a small window which lets you add the files either via drag and drop or the File Explorer. The file is then attached to the email and shown below the subject line. Before sending the email, you can choose if the email shall be put in the sent or the trash folder. The folder selection will be saved for every newly written email. After a click on send, the email view is automatically closed. During the composing of the email, we linked it to the project Adorn Kellner and attached a file. So we will now use the project tab in the header and search for the project Adorn Kellner. Click on it and select the email tab. The email is now shown here and linked to this project. Let's open a new tab and the document module. The file we attached to the email is now shown here. Let's get back to the email tab and switch to the sent folder to check if the email was sent out correctly. This is the case, so we will switch back to the inbox and open an already existing email. The activity area can be found on the lower right side. If you want to add another activity as a to-do to this email, click on the plus icon in the activity section. This will open a new activity tab with the email's subject name and a link to that email. We will add a to-do in front of the subject and choose the type of the activity via the drop-down. Select a date of your choice and save the activity via the icon in the top right corner. In the activity section is the to-do now shown. For every incoming email, there are also many additional options available which are accessible via the symbols at the top. The first icon opens the Power Chat, which tries to answer any questions you have about the email, its history, and all of its attachments. The second icon summarizes the whole email history with all its replies for a quick understanding of the whole conversation. The third icon lets you reply to this email via a template of your choice. Templates can be created via the configuration module and the option email templates in the drop-down. All three of those functionalities are not a part of this video. It is possible to reply to all, or forward an email via the three arrow icons in the icon bar at the top. We will now reply to this email. The email view opens and we can simply reply or write an inline reply. Let's first write a reply. Then click in the line where you want to inline reply and write your answer. After the replying is done, we will use the back arrow to save the email as a draft. Doing so closes the view. Let's get back to the Power Grid, and at the top right is now a new icon shown. This icon shows all written emails which were saved as drafts. To continue working on the email we replied to, click on it and send the email. After doing so, we can mark the email we replied to as finished via the tick symbol, and the email is then moved to the Done folder. And that was it so far for the main functionalities of the email tutorial. For further information, you can also visit our website or write an email to our support. Thanks for watching.